You fools! You'll never defeat me. Now face the wrath.
Why is he so hot? What?
I think it's just that epic miniature. It's really doing a lot for me, too.
Yeah, maybe. But he's also kinda...
Silence! As I was saying, face the wrath of my metal army, crafted here in my Eldritch Foundry.
Dude, where'd you get all these minis?
I'm subscribed to Eldritch Foundry's Eldritch Unlimited with unlimited STL downloads. Now can we get back to...
Eldritch Foundry's amazing! I never thought I'd have the perfect mini for my demon-born, half-elemental, cat-folk, warlock, bard multi-class with a bunny wizard familiar, but here she is. Thank you so much for printing her.
Yeah. Sure, Jen. No problem. Now face my wrath!
Hello. Welcome back. This is Abomination Vaults, and I'm your games master for the evening. Not Dave. So, it's Friday night, and this is Abomination Vaults. It's been 2 weeks since last game. We've had a lot going on. It's gone pretty quick, I have to say. The time has flown by.
It's been a hectic 2 weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a hectic 2 weeks. I mean, the week straight after, we was doing lots of stuff I'm not allowed to talk about, so I'll just leave it there. Otherwise, I'll end up talking about it. And then, of course, last weekend we was at Games Expo.
Woo!
Where we actually physically met in person and have photographic evidence of that fact.
Of such things. Yeah. And I tried to get out of you the secrets, and you managed to maintain your secrecy.
I was doing really well.
Yes, I was so impressed.
Of course, Mike couldn't.
I'm still butthurt. We're not going to talk about that. Let's move on.
We'll have to Photoshop you in or something. We'll have to do something.
One day I shall be there.
You've got to come. It was a really, really good show. I think this year we probably got the formula just about right. We had a couple of games. We had a game during the day on the Saturday. Saturday at Games Expo is absolutely rammed. It's the busiest day. I mean, I dread to think how many people were actually there.
I'm terrified to think how many people were there.
I heard it was like 29 to 34 thousand unique visitors, and then like 70. No, that wasn't that high. Don't quote me. I'm not like, I always make up numbers. Don't quote me. It was high. It was the highest year yet.
Yeah. It was really, really busy.
Cool. Did you guys run into Luke while you were there?
Not physically, no.
I met him for the first time.
Nice.
He was very nice. Him and Steve Jackson of the USA Variety were presenting awards, and I got to meet Luke. He was very tall.
He's a big dude.
Was that on the Thursday night?
Steve and Leo's Sasquatch of a man.
Yeah.
He is tall and he is wide.
He is tall and wide, yes. Yes.
Very broad shoulders on that man.
Is he broader than me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a big dude. Pictures, I don't think, do it justice.
No. He's like, just like a brick of a man, like a Lego, like a physical embodiment of a Lego.
Luke Gygax. Lego.
Oh my God. I hope he never watches this and thinks like, God, that CEO of Steve Jackson Games, what a real bitch. I'm like, no, I just think he's just, it's very impressive.
You'll see him next time and they go, Lego Meredith.
Yeah, Lego man.
That's about where my brain is. Come on, guys. I was up for 24 hours flying back halfway across the world. So
I'm sure you can be forgiven.
Yeah, in terms of Expo, Steve, we did really, really well. We met 101 different people. We had so many business meetings. It was fantastic. We did loads of networking, as we always do. We ran out of custard creams. I think in the first day and a half, that was it. We were tapped out custard creams. So very, very yummy. And
you never gave me a custard cream.
We didn't sit down and have a cup of tea. And then you missed us on the Sunday when we had none, and people.
She said you flat left her on Sunday.
Yeah, well, no, we went to a different bar. We told him we were going to be one place, and we went to somewhere else.
which isn't what actually what actually happened isn't how it sounds.
Yeah,
It
no, it's
does.
fine.
When you describe it
I'm
in that
fine.
way,
No, it's cool. I get where I get. I'm not at the cool kids table. I understand. I know how it goes. I've been there before.
We have met loads of people. We're doing talking about all these different deals that we can do, and yeah, there's some fun stuff happening for the second half of this year. So stay tuned.
And of course we came home with lots of loot as well, so that was good.
Yes. The trip back to the car when you don't have enough hands and arms or muscles to carry everything that we brought back is a bit ridiculous.
And speaking of loot, I understand we have a new merch store. Because apparently we're not allowed to sell bath towels anymore.
No, there is a few things on there. There's some really nice. So there's some nice bits, including a bomber jacket. We have a bomber jacket now. So go and check this out. Lots of new stuff is coming soon. But there's a water bottle, like a chili bottle. There's a bomber jacket. So if you're into all that stuff, go and check it out. Plus the usual t-shirts and stuff. But yeah, I'm going to be adding more stuff over the coming weeks.
Yes, Dave was fully decked out at Expo.
I gotta rep the brand. That's what it's there for.
It was commented on that Steve didn't have any badger stuff on him.
He hasn't even bought a mug. He's got more Beadle Grimm's branding stuff than I have.
Them badgers stuff. Nice, he's a traitor.
I'll have to remember to buy something before next year.
Get a bomber jacket.
Get it, yeah.
There's actually some of the stuff we've got coming. I'll tell you, some of the stuff we've got coming is actually jogging pants. So if you want jogging pants, joggers. Yeah, jogging pants.
That's cool. I'll buy some.
There you go. We've got some jogging pants coming. We've got some gym wear, some sports wear as well, which we can add on to the store. But there is a blanket, a fleece, and this kind of poncho fleece thing, which I quite like the look of.
An hoodie.
I think I might get myself a poncho then.
But yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in there, so have a check. But more stuff. I'll do like different releases every month or something like that.
Nice. Merch drop.
And sponsors. Would you like to talk to us about sponsors? Because I have something now. Because obviously we met in the flesh. So I've now got my Game Master's journal.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh. So there's we've got Beadle Grimms. These are everybody has one. Look, I've got one. We've got books, we've got dice, all for my friends at Beadle Grimms, and also other sponsors include Paizo. Look, Mike's got a player's journal as well. Well done. Nice. Very nice with a switch.
Oh, I need mine.
But yeah, there we go. Boom. Oops.
It's fantastic.
Boom.
And I've even got a physical book, a physical copy of Pathfinder GM Core.
Oh, is that what you were telling me about? You never had a physical copy?
Yeah.
I'll put that there. There we go. Player core.
Right. So, who wants to tell us what happened last time?
I don't know, man. That was years ago. We're at Games Expo. What else can I tell you?
We were rummaging.
Yeah, Mike was here.
I was.
Yeah.
People being too busy. Mike was here.
Well, don't put this on me. We'll be in trouble.
So we saw some weird vision stuff as well, didn't we? So we had like
you did see some weird vision stuff, yes. Of the
Volok drow at the table, servants around, concerns. There was comments of the concerns of the grand plan. All the servants.
Barbo, attend me.
Yeah, Barbo, attend me with the drow's final words.
Yep.
Grand plan. Belcora needs her souls.
Yeah.
And it looked like the servants have been dead decades. And I think we were still down there, weren't we, in the rooms that we've been looking through.
Yep.
Then
we found
Morlocks.
And we found one of Logan's crew with his Osprey Guild tattoo.
Yeah, that's correct. Sitting at the foot of a statue, a stylized rendition of Belcora.
Now, did we level up last time?
No.
Damn it. The hell, Steve?
Just out of interest, you know.
So then where did we finish the session?
In a very small room with some stuff, and we were about to go into a swamp.
Yeah, it was a swampy area.
Swamp water area.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Morlocks is where my notes end, so I'm hoping we at least.
No, wasn't there like the lizard dragon thing?
There was
the lizard dragon thing. Yes, the river drake.
The river drake. Yes.
I can do this. That's not correct.
We're very good with memories.
Oh, that was it. The terrifying large thing that I decided to black out because I didn't want to fight it.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
The Fresno catch.
Yeah. So that's the last thing you discovered before we ended the session last time.
Because we all had to go down to the swamp sewer thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I will hand out some hero points because you did actually use some last time. So all of you get a hero point.
Yay!
Yay! It's magic.
Ooh, I don't have one.
So remember, you can have up to a maximum of 3. Richard, I think you used 2 last session.
I say yeah. So I'm back up to 2.
2.
Yeah, I have
How many
2.
do we all have?
Same here.
3?
I will use
I have
my
2.
battle board, and I will mark my hero points in there.
Ooh.
Very
Nice.
organised. Right, so I guess the last thing to ask is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Let's do
Let's
it.
play. Let's play. It feels like
Rock
ages.
and roll.
I was gonna say, it feels like ages since we played, but we were playing at Games Expo, loads of different games.
I know.
But let's play.
Thanks.
Let's kill a Drake thingy river.
No, let's run away from it.
Let's
gonna
go
kill
for
it.
it. Let's go for it. My next words will be crucial. Okay, so when we last left off, Darred and Kingsman had just uncovered the sea chest that was slightly hidden among some tree roots and behind a few of the boats on the beach. That beach fed onto the swamp water in an underground cave that you hadn't seen from outside when you first approached the gauntlet. You revealed that chest, you flipped back the lid, and it was at that point that you heard an almighty shriek coming from out on the water. Aramil, you was a bit further down the corridor. If I remember correctly, you had stopped outside a door that was in the left-hand wall as the others had gone down the stairs. And Lex, you were about halfway, 2/3 of the way down the stairs. So Kingsman and Darragh, you both look up, I presume, and you see out on the water, about halfway out, is a creature that is called Fresnelcash, which is a river drake. So, can we all roll initiative, please?
Yes.
I didn't have
But that gold.
Dirty 20.
Oh, I got 2.
19.
18 and 8, 26.
Ooh.
Can I get you to add your scores
Yeah, just doing it now.
into Owlbear, please?
Yes. Where am I? Am I not logged in?
Yep, I've just added everyone in.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
It's not letting me. What do we?
There we go.
Yeah, weird.
Hey, what did you get, Lex?
20.
And what did you get, Mike? Aramil, sorry.
26.
26, nice. Okay. Aramil, you're up first.
Oh, yay. Well, I guess I'm gonna scurry on down to the opening here.
Yep.
Shit. He's a Drake. Would I know what his resistances are?
I'll give you a knowledge roll. So knowledge roll against Drakes is against Arcana. So roll me an Arcana check, please. Recall knowledge.
Arcana +7. What do we got? 9 and 7, 16.
You are, and this is only from rumor. You don't know anything specific, but you are aware these creatures are capable of almost superhuman-like speed.
Oh.
Oh, great. And I just stepped in front of his face. Alrighty then. Alright, I'm gonna, I guess, immediately cast... Breathe Fire, and hope there's no resistance there.
Okay, so Breathe Fire is 15-foot cone, yeah? You will just be able to reach the creature.
Alright, so does that mean it was a dud, or does that mean don't do it?
No. It means I'll get a bonus to my saving throw.
Oh. Alright, where was I? Up here?
You was at the door.
Top of the stairs.
Yeah,
can I take a couple steps in and do it?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. You probably go in 2 squares. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 would take you to there. So one behind, so that would be your move action because your speed is 30. Okay, and then yes, your 15 feet will cover the whole of Fresnelcash.
All right, I cast Breathe Fire 18 DC on that.
Okay, reflex save, yeah.
It doesn't say.
I got 22.
Yeah, you're good. 2d6. I rolled 7.
7. Okay. Describe what happens, please.
A line of fire emits straight from me, kind of tears up the water a little bit. Hits in dead on, a little smoke and sizzle along the way.
Okay. So that as your flames lick out and touch the surface of the water, that instantly flash boils the surface, and the scene in front of you suddenly becomes misty and obscured. So you can see this creature in front of you now, not really in detail, more in silhouette.
Perfect.
Was that a 2-action spell?
Yes.
Okay, so that's your turn over. Lex.
Oh boy. Guys, do we really want to be fighting this in such a small room?
Let's do it.
Probably
If we can
not.
get away from us.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Lex is going to. Yes. Okay. And I'm gonna rack up a crossbow and aim for the outline shape of the Fresnel cache.
Yeah. Roll to hit for me, please.
Let me roll to hit, please.
Are we not at disadvantage with this? That he's a silhouette.
No.
16.
16 is a miss. You see that bolt fly past the creature. It's constantly in motion. The shadows and the sunlight bouncing off the water from outside the cave do make it quite a hard target. It is a miss, unfortunately. Excuse me.
Lex is going to retreat as her second action and move back the 3 steps.
Okay. So that's Lex. You'll go over. Darid.
I do not. So this. What was this thing doing when we saw it?
Well, you don't know because you was concentrating on the chest. You flipped the lid open. As soon as you flipped the lid open, you heard this shriek. As you stood up, there was the neck and the upper body of this river drake flapping its wings above the water.
Right. Okay. Then I am going to. I'm going to cast Protect Companion on Aramil.
Thank you.
So he gets a +1 bonus to his AC.
Yeah.
I can do life block and reduce damage by 10.
Ooh.
But I lose 5 hit points. Life. And then I'm going to see what's in the. Can I look down and see what's in the chest? Because doing something with this chest made that thing react, or at least it seems.
So you've cast Protect Companion on Aramil, so you're giving him +1 to AC, and that's it. You're not going to do the life block, no.
Is it a separate thing? Because if it's part of Protect Companion.
Probably not. If it's part of the spell, then it would be, you'd share you might share the damage. So you take 5, but you give him 10%.
Yeah, so you extend your aura as a magical shield that protects your companion. Plus on circumstance bonus to AC until the start of the next turn. Again, the following reaction. After using the reaction, the spell ends, and you can't cast Protect Companion again for 10 minutes.
Okay, right. So you use your reaction to do the life block.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have to do it, but you give
No,
them the
I can just use the reaction.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so is that a 2-action spell?
It's a 1-action spell.
1-action spell. So you got 2 actions to look in the chest,
Yeah.
which is good. So you will see more than just the basics. The biggest thing you see in the chest is a great axe. It has a huge axe blade that's actually in the shape of a drake's wings. So, like the leaf blade is a drake's wing, and then the spike on the other side is a sort of stylized snout. Also in the chest is a wand. Now you wouldn't have seen that with 1 action because you had a little bit of time to move the great axe aside. You see this wand laying in the bottom of the chest, on top of a small pile of coins.
Can I pick the axe up and call out to Kingsman?
I'll let you have it in your hand.
Yeah, Kingsman, there's a wand here.
Now, it is a great axe, so to use it is a 2-handed weapon. You can't wield it in 1 hand.
Aramil, you don't use big weapons, do you?
Not steel, no.
Right.
Okay, so Darren, that's your go over.
Yeah, my go. That's me done.
Okay, so Fresnel Cash, you hear it make a guttural sound in its throat, almost like it's clearing its throat, and then flying out of the mist, you see a 5-foot glob of green substance. It splashes onto the ceiling in. Let me mark it on our bear so you can see. It splashes onto the ceiling in this square here, and explodes outwards in a radius. And it's going to hit Darren, Kingsman, and Lex. Aramil, you're just out of range, being where you are.
I put myself on the front line. Totally. Okay.
Can you make me a reflex saving throw, please?
Yes.
Oh, that's a natural 19.
I got a nat 1 plus 4.
That's a 18.
Reflex, is that athletics or
reflex?
Oh, no, reflex. Sorry, yeah, 24.
24, right? You passed. You take 4 points of damage.
Me?
No.
No.
Darren. So Lex, you failed. You take 8 points of damage.
Good job.
And you are covered in this green, sticky mucus. That is, you notice as you look down, causing your armor and clothing to smolder. So they're
so acid, huh?
Kingsman,
can I use my hero point?
Yes, you may.
Oh, you want it?
Yeah, give us it back.
There you go.
Thank you. Right, we'll put that over there. Well remembered, because you was taking critical damage for that, and quite a lot of persistent damage as well. You've rolled another one.
No, I've got a 3.
Okay.
So can I cash in another one?
No, you can only use one.
Why? I wanted to use the hero. Too late now.
Okay, yeah, so what is? It's not a nat 1, which is good, but what's the total score?
An 8.
An 8. That's still a critical failure because it's 10 less than the 19 that was needed. So you take 16 points of damage. But I'm not going to give you extra persistent. So you are covered head to foot, and your clothing is smouldering away. But yeah, 16 points of damage.
Thank you.
And as Aramil predicted, remembered from the stories he'd heard Fireside in the inn that he frequented as a child, this creature with a beat of its wings flies across the surface of the water, the mist suddenly dispersing as it shoots across the map. If I can remember to move on Owlbear rather than StreamYards, crashing into the back of the cave here. So that sort of because it's a serpent. Imagine like it's a very long thing, but it's more like a snake with wings. It flies across the surface of water over the top of Aramil's head, over the top of Darren and Kingsman, and smashes down onto the boats, crashing the tree roots and smashing the boat in the smithereens. And it coils itself around the sea chest and rises up in front of both Kingsman and Darren, almost like a cobra.
Yeah.
Homie wants that chest. What's the brown area? Is that supposed to be solid walls like caves?
Yeah, that's the cave walls. Yeah.
Okay. And how high are the ceilings?
In here, it goes up to about 40 feet because it's like a natural cave.
Okay.
And hanging from the ceiling is lots of ship's rigging and pulleys and stuff like that. So the description of this beach, it was like an unloading area. Okay, that's my turn over. Kingsman, it's your go. If you wish to clean yourself of this caustic mucus, it's 2 actions to do so.
No, I think with this thing being here and Kingsman being as brave as he is, you see, so Darren is the closest to me. So I instantly look down at my lovely red coat that I wear, and you can see that I'm getting upset by this. And as this river drake comes into the area, my hands start to glow red, and then they get sheathed in fire. and I point them at the river drake, and I go, and these 2 mini fire bolts shoot out and hit him. Hopefully hit him. I've got to roll.
Okay, go for it.
Where the wand was in the chest, is that the chest that the thing's now wrapped around?
Yeah, you can still reach in the top because if it's it's like a snake wrapped around the outside of the box.
Yeah.
The lid's still open, and because you've removed the axe, you could just sort of dive in and go for it if you want to take that opportunity.
So
see what Kingsman and Lex do.
A dirty 20 to hit.
That is a hit.
2d8. That's 11 fire damage. But it's not a critical hit. If I get critical hit, I'll get persistent fire.
Okay.
Well, that's one action as well. So that's the. So I'm going to do the second shot.
Okay.
That's-
You will get a reduction on your roll this time, remember?
Yep, that's okay. It's 24.
24. What did you roll?
I've got 18 plus 6.
So what do you normally get then? Plus 10?
Oh no, sorry, 18 plus 6.
So you got a
'Cause
minus.
you've got your multi-attack penalty of 4 off that, so the 18 plus 2, so it'd be
It's another 30-20.
30-20. Yep, that is a hit.
Whoop. Just drop his eyes. No.
No.
Hold on. I'll be back in a minute.
Talk amongst yourselves.
It's just gone forever. Bye.
Oh, that's not good. That's 4 points. 4 points of fire damage.
Fire damage, okay. Right, you've still got one action left.
I'm going to do it again. And I get, what's this now?
So it'd be -2 this time.
Go for the wand!
No, I'm going to blow this thing up. I got a nat 20.
You got a natural 20.
I got a nat 20 plus 6 minus 2.
No.
No.
It's nat 20 -2.
Okay. Nat 20
Okay.
minus 2.
Right, I will allow you to hit because you rolled a natural 20, even though you haven't hit its armor class.
Okay.
Because I believe that a natural 20 should hit.
The trumpet.
Yeah.
That's 9 points of fire damage.
9 points of fire damage. Right, this creature roars in pain as 6 bolts hit it, one from each fist. Basically, like a ship's anti-aircraft gun going off. These flaming bolts splash across its chest and its wings. It makes it rear back and back off from the chest just a little bit. It shrieks in pain. You really hurt it. It is not happy. If it had laser beams for eyes, they would be focused solely on you. And that's your go over, I take it.
Yeah, that's me. I'm just going to scream out, Avamil, we need you.
What do I need for a critical success on something? How does that work?
You have to get 10 higher than the number you're targeting. So if, for example, you were trying to do a DC 15 action, you would need to roll 25 or higher to get a critical pass.
All right.
Right. But for you, Aramil, sorry, Dave, you've got persistent acid damage at the end of your turn. That's a further 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay, Aramil, top of the round. It's your go.
You said he was latched around the treasure chest and kind of like he's up high, right? Like if I scooch down, I'm scooching down to here. Is he higher than Darren's head?
He's a little bit higher than Darren. So if you take one more step south, you'll have a clear shot because Kingsman's a gnome to a dwarf.
Okay.
So the height difference is more pronounced.
Once I get into place, I do some Spider-Man shit and cast Tanglevine out of my hand to try to grapple him and keep him still.
Is that a reflex saving throw for me?
It can attempt to escape against your spell DC to remove the penalty in a mobilized condition. Oh, that's for critical success. I gotta roll a spell attack.
Okay, go for it.
Against the target ultimately. So 13 and 8 is 21.
That is a hit.
Okay, that's just a regular success, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Target takes a minus 10-foot circumstance penalty to its speeds for 1 round. It can attempt to escape against your spell DC to remove the penalty.
Okay.
So does that mean it's immobile, not immobilized? Or
It's not immobilized, no. But its speed is reduced by 10.
I need a critical success to immobilize the bitch.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so that's a two action and a move. So that's your go
I'm
over.
done.
Lex, you're next.
Lex is absolutely disgusted by the stuff that's like eating through her leathers, and she just starts like trying to wipe it all off of her hair and everything. It's just
I yell out,
she
"Jump in the
hates it.
swamp!"
The beach is actually made of sort of volcanic black sand, so that works great as a way
Oh,
of
I can
scrubbing it off and you
roll
can
around.
on the
Yeah,
floor and
so
stuff.
yeah, good. She just kind of goes like a wild dog, just starts rolling around and cleaning it all off. For 2 actions, correct?
Yeah. So
Great.
you got 1 action left.
Nice. Do I have line of sight?
You do just yeah.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna cock up that crossbow and roll for a 19.
19 is exactly its armor class.
Yes. Cool. And that's gonna hit for 1d8 plus 7 for a total of 7 damage.
7 damage.
Yeah. Bye. Sorry, I don't know
You,
if the cat just
you
came.
managed to get that crossbow bolt right in the wing, in the joint where the wing connects with the body, and it shrieks in pain, and ducks down slightly. So Aramil and Lex, it's now lower down, so you are at a bit of a disadvantage. It will get a circumstance bonus to any attacks you do in the future, but obviously not to Kingsman and Aramil and Kingsman Darid. You are next. This creature is looking extremely wounded.
Shouting out to sort of grab the wand from the chest, and I'll double hand the axe and swing down with the axe.
Okay. Did you have your shield on?
No, because
Okay.
I was going through the chest, so that would have been 2-handed.
Yeah.
So I'd have had the
Shield on your back. Yeah, fair
shield
enough.
on me back.
Okay, so as you go to strike, this creature with its very, very fast reactions lashes out from the chest with its tail, and as you strike, it strikes you in the chest with its tail. So we're going to make a simultaneous roll to hit.
Don't you Steve Irwin me. I rolled a natural 20.
Well done. I rolled a 17 plus 12, so that's 29.
For a total of 27, unless I get any extra pluses on the axe.
You
26.
don't. Oh, sorry. The axe is +1, so yes, the axe is
27.
+1.
Then yeah, 27.
Okay, so you don't crit because my armor class is 19. What's your armor class?
My armor class
Without your shield.
Is without the shield is 19.
Okay, so I crit
Ouch.
because I got 29.
Sorry, tell a lie. 17.
Right.
And I don't crit with a natural 20, no?
You do crit with that natural 20, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot you rolled a natural 20.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Yeah. Do you want a card?
Yeah. Draw the one against me first.
No, because I didn't roll nat 20. I just crit because I scored 10 higher than your armor
Oh,
class.
okay.
Right, so disembowel. You roll triple damage.
Oh.
But this could drop me as well.
Okay, so I'm going to roll my damage now.
Yeah. Is the battle axe, is it still a D12 damage in this one, or is it?
Good question. We'll say it is for now because I didn't look it up.
And I've got to do triple.
Yeah.
7, 11, 14 plus. Oh, +1, isn't it? 16 damage.
You also get +2.
18 damage.
18 damage. And it is a 1d12. So that's right. So you do 18 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you bring the axe down, how do you want to do the killing blow?
Yeah.
And then I'll tell you what happens to you.
So it is literally just, I'll sort of call out, and it's all sort of moving in the way of the others and of sort of Kingston trying to push them to the side, and it's screaming out as the axe sort of plunges down. You have the slight whistle in the wind as the axe goes through, because the wings sort of sculpt on the axe, and literally sort of thuds down through the beast as it sort of, I can imagine as it rears up, disemboweling it, sort of thing.
So you bring it down through the wing, through the chest, and you go with that hefty swing and that disembowel. You take it all the way through. So this creature is effectively split in half, but its reactions are so fast, and the brain has already told the tail what to do. The tail unrolls slightly from the chest, lashing out, hitting you square in the chest. You fly backwards across the cave, hitting the wall on the other side, taking 26 points of damage.
Damn.
Oh.
Does not move again.
You slide down that wall into a heap on the beach. Anyone paying close attention to the axe in your hands realizes that the leaf blade that was in the form of a wing and the spike that was in the form of Fresnel Kessie's face has now returned to its natural form of just a leaf-bladed great axe. This is an axe of retribution and takes on the form of the creature that did you damage last. Obviously, Fresnel Kesh had destroyed the previous owner of this axe, which is why it was showing Fresnel Kesh's form. You've now killed Fresnel Kesh, so it's now just an axe of retribution waiting for another creature to do damage to its owner. But for now, you are down. We're out of combat. What does everybody want to do?
Oh. I don't have anything to help him with.
I'm gonna cast heal on Darren.
Okay, so just remember, everybody has taken damage.
Yeah.
So if you want to do the three action version of that spell,
everyone
you'll do the heal bomb,
Yep.
and it will
Yeah.
heal everybody.
We'll definitely do that. It's an 18 fortitude DC. Why is there a DC on healing?
That's if you're using it as an attack against undead, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah, you just roll your healing dice.
19 total. I rolled an 11 plus 8. I'm sorry.
So you just need to roll your healing dice.
Never mind. I saw that wrong.
Is it 4d8, Rich, for heal?
No, so it's because it's at level 1. It's 1d8, but the undead would take more.
Right.
But it says though. Oh no, never mind. That was
Heightened. The amount of when it's heightened, it's the amount of healing is increased by 1d8, and the extra healing for the 2-action version increases by 8.
Yeah, it's just I rolled a 6, so 6 to everybody is what it looks like. You disperse vital energy in a 30-foot emanation. This targets all living and undead creatures in the burst. That's all it says.
Okay. Okay, so everybody gets back 6 health.
So I took 26.
And there was some healing potions on that last horde, but I don't know who has what. I don't know what we did with it.
I ended up using or giving the one I had away in the last fight.
The damage would have knocked me to -6. Does that matter in this?
No.
So what happens to Darren now? Is he just at 0 at 1? He's conscious, or what happens?
Yeah, so you concentrate on that spell and you emanate this positive energy out in a 30-foot radius throughout this cave. Everybody heals a little bit of the caustic damage that they've taken, and as you look over at Darid, he slowly comes to. He doesn't instantly bolt back to consciousness. He slowly comes to, shakes himself down. I guess eventually will stand up. He's heavily injured. He's only got 6 hit points, but he is conscious.
I'll go over to Darid. Darid, here. I have a minor potion of healing. Just take one of these and just walk it off, man. Walk it off.
How far off?
Some dirt on it.
How far off the end of the day are we?
A fair while.
I will next the potion then.
If you're thinking of having a long rest or even a short rest, I don't think it's a good idea. There may be more of these things here, so I think we should walk it off and let's carry on.
Thank you, Kingsman.
So you do also have the Wand of Heal.
Yeah. Is that?
I haven't got that, have I?
Separate. That's separate to the wand in this chest. This chest is
the Wand of Heal was from upstairs. The one that's in this chest is something completely different.
Okay.
So if you're going to look back in the chest, I will give you the full breakdown of what else is in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so for reference, Richard, that is a Retribution Axe. So if you want to go and look that up on Archives and Nephis, you can. It's a Great Axe +1, and what it allows you to do, if something hits you and you take damage, then that leaf blade will take the form of the thing, creature, whatever has done you damage, and then you get a +2 circumstance bonus to damage when you hit it.
That's cool, that is.
It is very cool. The coins in the bottom of the chest amount to 36 gold pieces. And Kingsman, you look at the wands. Can you make me an Arcana check, please?
Okay, indeed. That's another dirty 20.
Well done. It is, and you recognise this instantly. This is a Wand of Shard Storm.
Shard.
So
Shard
you
Storm?
can Shard Storm, yeah. So this is post OGL. It's a Wand of Magic Missiles.
Yeah.
Can I do a treat wounds medicine check on Darid too?
Yeah, you can use treat wounds. Yeah.
What dice is the healing potion, Kingsman?
It's 1d8.
1d8.
So yes, if you want to heal without using your spells, you can do a treat wounds roll.
13 and 8, 21 on that.
Yeah,
I got a whole 2 hit points back from the potion.
Fun.
So what happens now? I don't like. How do you? It doesn't say anything about what he.
So treat wounds basically you spend 10 minutes treating his injuries. So the both the caustic and the hit that he took, and then you can basically make a healing roll.
Can I assist?
You're trained. Sorry, you're trained in treat wounds.
I am.
So and you rolled a 21. Did you roll a 21? Is that it was 13 plus 8?
Yeah, 13 and 8.
So you get you do him 2d8 healing.
Nice.
So you can basically treat wounds on Lex and Kingsman as well.
Oh,
and they
nice.
would get the same.
I can do that as well.
Total of 6.
Because it's one wound. So you took multiple wounds to somebody, so you can have two lots of this. But Lex and Kingsman only took.
I'm only down 2 HP, so if someone else needs it more than me, please take it.
Right,
Lex
sorry,
says in character.
How much did you say, Aramu?
6.
6. I'm looking a little bit healthier. Half hit points.
I have a question.
Yep.
I cannot find the spell Shard Storm.
Okay. It's magic missile, so it's probably be in your character chronicle as magic missile. I would expect. There is a wand of magic missiles.
Okay.
So I'll just put the link for you in our private chat. Okay, that will take you to the archives of Nephis description.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, it's one. Sorry, it's one word. I was doing Shard Storm.
Okay, right. Sorry. Right. So you can treat wounds on Darrad again, Aramil, and if you want to also treat wounds on Kingsman, you can.
Yep. All right. Let's do.
It's got
Aramil, 4 and 8. I got a 12 that time. Am I supposed to be even rolling? It says +8.
Steve, have you got a picture of the wand?
I didn't put one in the PowerPoint. No.
Do you want to see it?
Yeah, it's really good.
It's awesome. Hold on.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. I'll bring it up on screen. This thing looks amazing. So this is the wand of Shard Storm. Let's have it. Let's see if we can bring this up.
Ooh,
Look at that.
that's cool. I like that. That's really cool.
That's my new favorite toy.
We need we need like a 3D print of it, like a cosplay prop.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a really cool one. Okay, right. So the damage that Fresnel Cash did to the back of the cave has revealed that there is a crack.
Ooh.
It's about 4 or 5 feet high, not very wide, and it leads south away from the cave. So I will just reveal that on the map for you.
Aramil, what was your second roll for the heal, the wound?
It was 12. Yeah, we didn't finish that. Like, what am I rolling against?
So you need to roll a treat wounds DC check. So the DC you need to beat is 15.
Okay.
And then if you beat 15, you heal 2d8 points of damage to whoever you are healing.
All right. Well, that one was a 12.
Okay.
Is that
So
with your
you're
plus?
unable
Yeah,
to do
it was because I rolled really low. I rolled a 4.
Can I treat the wound on myself because he failed?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. And then
can I do Kingsman while he's doing that?
Yeah, not a problem. So you just need to roll a medicine check higher than 15.
I got 15.
24 for Kingsman.
Whoa, that is so close to being a crit.
6 and 7.
Ooh.
13 back, nice.
Nice.
Sorry, Darren.
I got 12 back.
Okay.
Your wounds were a little more trickier.
A little bit.
Right, so the path, you can either go back the way you came in, or there is this crack at the back of the cave leading south.
I want to explore the cave.
I'm going for the crack.
Yeah.
Go for the Kraken. We got everything out of the chest, though, didn't we?
Yeah, there was 36 gold, the wand and the axe. So, Darrad, Aramil, you are unable to fit. You're just that bit too bulky to get through. It's only about 4 foot high. Lex, you think you may be able to squeeze through, but it's definitely going to be tight. Kingsman, you can, get through, not easily. It would be a squeeze for you as well, but you believe you can get through.
I'm going to cast guidance on whoever's going first.
Okay.
I'll go first. I feel like I'm tiny. I'm lithe at least. So.
Yeah. What I would like you to do is make me make me an acrobatics check, and also if you're going to stealth, then make me a stealth check as well, please.
Okay, acrobatics. Oh,
and
nice.
You get a +1 to that also from your guidance.
Well, I got a 24 on acrobatics, 25 if we want for guidance, and then would you say stealth? Oh, that's going to be great. 16. Could have been better.
Okay. So you managed to squeeze and gymnast your way through, making your way all the way to the south. Kingsman, are you going as well?
Yes.
Or did you guys want me to just scout ahead? I can also just scout ahead.
What's with the giant octopus over Lex's name?
I know.
Oh god.
Albert randomly assigned you a username, I think.
I was Gladiator, I think, when I
Oh,
first
that's
signed
why
in.
I couldn't figure out why. All right, that makes so much more sense.
That's funny.
Okay, so Kingsman, are you going down there as well?
Yep, I think last time we had a torch as well. So if that's still correct, I'll put my torch up.
Yes.
Off the floor that we must have
Yes.
got at some point.
Yeah. So I recall that you had a torch and Darren had a torch.
Yeah. There we go. I'll move down towards Lex.
Okay, so you reach the end of the crack in the wall, and it opens up into a square chamber. Well, I'm trying to move the bloody map on there. It opens up into a square chamber, and just read out what you can see. There is a sofa-like throne made of an old mattress. Several pieces of reconstructed furniture and dozens of bones sprawl along the northern side of this room. A narrow rivulet of muddy water trickles from a narrow tunnel to the south and forms a puddle in this room's centre. Sitting atop the throne is a slightly better dressed Morlock. Clearly the tattered robes that it wears have been considered as some sort of regal finery by the creatures. The creature sat upon the throne is attended by another of its kind, which goes through the motions of sharpening its claws, rubbing its feet, and feeding its king fat grubs and worms that are sat upon a gold platter on a table to the side of the throne. Please tell me which languages the pair of you speak.
I speak Elf and Common.
Okay.
I speak a lot of languages. I can speak Common, Dwarven, Elven, Orcish, and Aklo.
Okay. In Aklo, you hear the creature sat upon the throne mildly sort of chattering away to the creature who's clearly its servant and who's clearly not paying any attention at all. It says, "So, we must prepare the next sacrifice for the Ghost Queen. We must get them ready and show our willingness to serve her before she visits us once again. If we give her their souls, then she will benefit us with good luck and bring us many, many more treasures. And maybe someone will deal with that river drake out there. It's been causing all the problems."
I whisper to Lex, they're talking about lots of silver, another potential sacrifice, and the river drake. Apparently they're scared of the river drake, and we've just dispatched it. Maybe we can use that to our advantage. What do you think?
Yeah, Lex kind of motions silently, and let's go back to the group so we can reconvene.
Roger.
Okay. I won't make you do another stealth check. You just head back up the tunnel.
Cool.
I will make them visible on the map because you probably can't see them.
And so we've got, looks like we have the King of Morlocks sitting on a tattered throne up ahead, but they are the ones who are sacrificing the adventurers to Baldora.
So you remember from the letter that the Mitflick chief
Yeah.
Boss Strong left, and he described the Mushroom-Eyed people as having a wizard king.
Oh, yes.
And it looks like there's magic involved.
Shit.
So there is no way that Darred and Aramil are fitting through this tunnel.
No. Guys, I think we need to find a new route.
I wonder if potentially there's it must loop on somehow. I mean, we're heading south, and we had rooms further south than this. There must be a way. Maybe that door that's just up those stairs. Remember we passed the door?
Yeah, let's go. Check that out.
Okay. So who's opening the door?
I guess I'm the lucky one.
You're the one, and you took points, so it's all yours now.
All right, I'm assuming there's a handle, like a doorknob.
Yeah, there's a handle. Yeah, you.
Just be quiet.
I slowly grab the handle and give it a little turn, and just see if it feels like it's unlocked.
It is. Yeah, and the door swings inwards. Okay, so this.
Sorry, it swings what?
Inwards.
Okay. I'm going to slowly swing the door, shield at the ready, and slowly open.
Okay. So the walls of this octagonal chamber are adorned with swirling runes carved into the stone and then filled with a dull silvery metal. The floor has been polished smooth, as is the ceiling 10 feet above. You notice within this room and the many, many runes that surround all of the walls that 2 of those runes in particular glow with a dull energy.
Ooh.
And how many total?
I'm going to need you to make me an Arcana check because they are interlinked and winding, and clearly the runes have been made part of the general artwork of this room, so it takes a trained eye to see them.
Okay, that's a nat 1. I'm going to use a hero point to redo immediately. Ooh.
Okay.
13 and 7 is dirty 20.
Dirty 20, that passes. So you can trace these runes around. You spend a few minutes tracing around the patterns of the 2 that start with the dull energy, working further around, and you find definitely that there are 4 more. Okay, so that would give you a total of 6. You think there may be more, but you can only for certainty tell there are 4 more. But those are inactive. Kingsman, are you entering the room?
Yes.
Okay, so Aramil, are you going to point out the runes to Kingsman?
Is he coming in?
Yeah.
Yep. Boom.
And where are the ones that are glowing?
The ones that are glowing are on this south wall here.
All right. So, Kingsman, on the south wall here, there seems to be 2 glowing runes, very faint energy, with, you said 6 total?
6 total. So basically, you managed to find the 2 here are glowing. You find another 2 here on the west wall, and another 2 here on the east wall.
Can he see them?
He can once you've pointed them out, yes.
Okay. So Kingsman, to the east and west, there are 2 additional runes also for a total of 6.
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
I see them now.
Okay, so the 2 glowing runes, Kingsman, you instantly recognise their shape. And their shape is included on the teleportation circle, one in the church, the other in the temple of Vidora. I don't know what God's name was now, but the temple that was up on the first floor.
New waypoint.
You found the hub.
Oh.
The little
you can use this hub to teleport to any of the other circles that you have activated. Kingsman, make me Arcana check, please.
As he starts looking at them, I pat my hand on the shoulder. May this help you, my friend, and I'll cast guidance on him.
Okay.
Cool. What does that give me an extra?
So I think it's just a +1.
Just +1.
Yeah,
It is,
+1 to a stat or attack roll.
Nice.
That is 23 in total.
That is perfectly good enough. So you realise that you can activate and teleport to the circles that are active from this room. So those glowing runes means those circles have been activated already. The other 4 runes would lead to other teleportation circles, but you have not yet reached those and powered them up. So this is like the central control room, but you need to go and power the other circles first.
But he can teleport to here, can you?
From any circle, you can teleport to this room, and then from this room, you can teleport to any circle.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Good job, Kingsman. Of course, now we have to make sure that just because we can access it, so can others.
Yes.
All I did was read the symbols. You know, I didn't really build the entire place, but I'll take the acclaim.
You know, take the win. Take the win where you can, Kingsman.
The Kingsman Teleportation Squad. The Kingsman Tunnels.
The Kingsman Transit Center.
Yes.
Hopefully better than Avanti.
Definitely better than Avanti.
So there is no way out of this room unless you want to activate one of the teleportation circles. So the way onwards is back the way you came.
Based off the reason that we're in this room of our theory of that we needed to head south, I'm going to approach the south wall and just do an investigation, see if there's any kind of trap, secret doors or anything.
Yeah. It's roll me a perception check, please.
Perception. Isn't that supposed to work? Oh, +8. 14 and 8 is 22.
Okay, there are no secret doors on this south wall, or indeed anywhere else in this room.
All right, guys, dead end. Let's go.
All right, Lex is gonna take a point and go slowly, kind of backtrack if everyone else wants to join her.
Now, remember, you have been in.
Oh yeah, we've been
these
through
rooms.
Here. Okay.
Yeah. So the room that you're in now is the one with the statue and the dead body of one of Logan's crewmates. As you enter, can you please make me a perception check?
Of course I can.
The dead body's gone.
Natural 20 plus 7.
Very, very good. Right. So as you walk in, the body's still there, but you end up. If you remember the description from last week, there was a statue. There was the dead body laying at its foot, and then there was the treasures on top. And then on the north wall, there was a crude depiction had been plastered on a sort of a bas relief onto that north wall. It had been smeared in mud and other fluids, and it was clearly Belcora done in sort of the Victorian style of silhouette. You take a few minutes on your own as the rest of the crew are still bumming around in the teleportation chamber, and you think you see a crack on that north wall, and you'd missed it before. There is a secret door right there.
Nice. Lex is going to wait till everyone comes and joins her before she starts to look how to open. Guys, there's I think we missed something earlier. I feel a little bit of a breeze through here, and there's a crack. I think I can get us through here.
Come on, Jared, let's go, man. You're in the way.
I moved myself.
Oh yeah, I guess the StreamYard isn't on the main screen, so I don't have to wait till everyone shows up. Sorry about that, guys. I'm like looking off camera. So, all right, Lex, she's running her hand through over the crack. Every secret door has a mechanism, a way to open it. And she runs her hand around until she finds a button, a brick, a statue whose head she just needs to lop right off to open the door.
There's a brick either side of the doorway. Pushing them both simultaneously will just open that door a fraction. It moves inwards.
Nice. She opens the door a bit and pokes her head around cautiously.
Okay, so this reveals a long chamber with several alcoves off the sides. Let's move this back across here. So it's effectively a 5-foot wide hallway, and there are 3 alcoves along each side. And you can see in these first 2, and just about glimpse them in the second 2, that standing within, upright, are stone sarcophagi. Further to the north, about 30 feet, you estimate, is a door that leads out.
Oh, hey, Kingsman, or Darrett, do you think one of you can check to see if any of these sarcophagi have anything?
Are going to kill us?
Yeah, just I've had some past experiences going down into these mausoleums where the dead don't like to stay that way.
I haven't got a...
So, Kingsman, have you stepped into the corridor?
I did. I stepped into the door as she says that.
Okay, so as you step foot inside that corridor, from the final sarcophagi in the west wall, out steps a shadow. She moves to stand in front of the door that leads out that north wall. She's clearly barring your progress, clearly still intent on performing her duties to her mistress. The creature now stands before you, if I can just put this up quickly, is that, and she's called the Major Domo.
What is she? Is she like a ghost or a statue?
She is a shadow.
Shit nuggets.
Neither dead nor alive.
Neither dead nor alive, trapped in purgatory.
How in the flipping hell do you fight a shadow?
Light?
Darren, I've just there's something in
She
here.
raises her hand, pointing directly at you, Kingsman.
Oh no.
And she begins to stroll down the corridor slowly in your direction.
As she begins to stroll, I will sort of move in, trying to simultaneously get in front of Kingsman, and I will unleash a divine lance at her.
Okay, so we're going to roll initiative at this point.
Oh.
Shit.
Pooh.
Oof.
Dirty 20. I'm getting loads of them today. Right, forget this on there.
Okay, so if you can put your initiatives in for me, please.
Yep. Nope. What just happened? Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Okay, so everybody ready?
No.
Okay.
Is this a fight or is it something else?
We'll find out because I'm going first.
Okay, I'll just get the music ready, Steve.
You can put the battle music on after I tell you what's happening.
Yeah, go on.
So this creature strides down the corridor, clearly intent on you, Kingsman, that have defiled this holy place, this last resting area of Belcora's servants, Belcora's honoured servants. In fact, if you'd search this room, you'd know that every other sarcophagi here is empty, apart from the one that is inhabited by the body of the Major Domo, the premier servant for Belcora, the only one worthy enough to be interned in this honourable place. and she will do her duty to protect the lower levels of the gauntlet. She strides forward and reaches out to touch you almost gently, lovingly on the shoulder.
No.
No, that's not nice.
She hits with a 29.
Oh,
You just said she touched lovingly.
Yes,
What
she
do you
did.
mean she hit?
What's your armor class?
Disintegration.
Armor class is 14.
14, so this is a crit.
Can I shield it?
You can shield it to stop it from being a crit.
Yeah.
Okay, so shield will allow you to use shield block,
Yes.
which will take some of this damage. Okay, you need to look up the hardness of the shield. I think it's 10.
I will have a look if I can.
Okay, so it's 15 points of damage. I think the hardness on shield is 10, so you take 5, and that magical shield shatters. As she hits, claws, her hand changes from not a human hand into this clawed figure. Yeah.
Shield has 5, not 10.
Okay, so you take 10 points of damage then.
oh,
Oh.
nope.
This hand changes from a human hand into a clawed, skeletal, elongated thing. As she clamps down on your shoulder, you immediately feel ice and fire, a combination of that pins and needles pain in your shoulder blade. You're enfeebled 1.
Blimey.
And as she draws her hand back towards her, you see the horrifying moment where your shadow is pulled from your body.
Oh.
Standing before her now, her companion is a simulacrum of you, Kingsman.
I regret opening the
Okay.
store.
Damn it, Lex!
I just want to run out. I just want to take Kingsman and run out, but it's not my turn yet.
Kingsman, it's your turn. I'll say one more thing before you go. She leans down, eye to eye, and she whispers, "Be gone, Defiler." That's my go over.
Are the others in the corridor? Did they join me?
No, you're in
No.
the
We didn't get
corridor
there
on
yet.
your own.
No.
I will grab my shoulder. I will grab my wand of Shard Storm and I will aim it at the Major Dormo and I will keep backing out.
Okay.
And as I
Unload.
go back into the room with my companions, I will just say to them, "Shut the door! Shut the door! Shut the door! Shut the door!"
Lex, like, just kind of finds the bricks, tries to close the door trap.
We've got to go down there. It is the vault. That is where we've got to
But we're
go.
not. Look,
We're not
that's
ready
like
yet. We're not
second
ready.
to final. We have a couple more mini bosses we need to fight before we get there.
So as you back out of that room,
Uh-huh.
as soon as you step foot fully outside, the shadows now, because she has Kingsman's shadow, disperse. Almost like a cold wind blows through, and she blows away with it, disappearing from view. The door's still open. You can see down the corridor. She's no longer there. Neither is Kingsman's shadow. Kingsman,
Right,
this
sure.
pain
Level
in your
5.
shoulder is still there.
Quickly, Lex, shut the door. Everyone, bar it. Close it. We need to, there was something in there. There was claims to be the Major Domo. She touched my shoulder, but the pain was just incredible. It's I start trying to pull the coat back and see what my bare skin looks like.
It's white, and you can see these sort of black claw marks running from your shoulder blade all the way over to the front of your chest. It's almost like you've got frostbite. That's what it looks like.
Lex starts moving that horrible statue in front of the door, just trying to block it.
I don't know what that particular thing was, but
oh boy.
It wasn't just the pain. It created another shadow. In the likeness of me, but it wasn't just in the likeness of me. I think it stole my shadow.
How lit in this room is it? What kind of light do we have?
The torches that you're carrying.
Who's I don't know if I don't know if I'm. I take a torch out of my bag. I spark it up, and I hold it by Kingsman up and down, left and right. And I'm looking behind him to see if there's a shadow. Like what's
there
going
is
on
there is no shadow. He casts no shadow.
That's crazy.
Make me a knowledge. I think it's a knowledge arcana check, please, Mike.
A hero point. The last one.
It has to be used.
Son of a bitch. 7, and I don't know if it's 7 or 8 is modifier. You said Arcana is 7, so 14.
14. Okay. Now, unfortunately, this is a new one on you. You've never heard of a creature that steals someone's shadow.
All right. Let me ask you this though. My medicine checks. Part of that is recall knowledge. Can I do one of those?
Tell you what, I will let you use that. Yeah. So make a roll on your medicine check, because you can treat this wound as well anyway. So we'll do it as part of the same thing.
Okay, and that's weird because it's a +8. I have a higher bonus doing this than I do with the Arcana. Oh yeah, 15 and 8, 23.
Okay, so you can heal the physical damage. Okay, so roll your 2d8 and give him his hit points back. So you can heal that physical damage. You take some of the nastiness out of the wound, but those claw marks. Black claw marks, they stay there. And Kingsman feels weaker than he is usually. You've got this enfeebled 1 condition. You cannot remove that. You think that is tied to whatever part of his spirit has been stolen by this creature. He's not getting that back until whatever took it has been defeated and he can reclaim that part of his.
Oh his man, spirit. We gotta fight this thing.
Now there are magical ways of removing conditions. There are spells that can do it, but your treat wounds cannot do anything about this enfeeblement that he currently has. So Dave, you still have the enfeebled condition, and you will keep that until you either remove it magically or you reclaim your shadow.
Jared, you're a clerk. You've worked with spirits and the divine and the unholy before. Have you ever encountered anything written about this? Heard about this?
I'll sort of shake off looking at the wounds disturbed me slightly. Have I, or can I roll the Aramil?
You can roll the Arcana check, please.
Now, are you doing this to figure out how to kill this thing?
Arcana. So Arcana or...
It's Arcana.
Okay. 17.
Okay. You have heard that ghost-like creatures, shadows that inhabit both this world and the next, can only be damaged by certain types of weapons. Those weapons that are called ghostly touch weapons. As to Kingsman's infliction, you've not heard anything specific, but you do believe this is some form of undead.
I relay this, and I'm looking through my spells, because obviously things are named different. Do I have... I don't think I have a rank one where I can actually get rid of it.
There is a spell to get rid of conditions. I don't believe you have it, but there is a spell.
Yeah,
I don't think you have it because it's a higher level one. I think it's
I think it's higher level. Just looking through my level 1 stash of spells. It is not within my means to heal it. It can be done with magic, but we're going to need special weapons to destroy them. My magics can touch them because they can hurt undead and quite effectively, but I fear we will need to
this thing.
Put a pin in them for now.
This thing, it wasn't a ghost. It was pure darkness, made of shadows, glowing eyes. I don't know if that counts as being undead. But surely, if it's made of darkness, maybe light, even holy light, maybe magic light. Fire did nothing. So maybe it has to be some kind of purity.
Steve, you said I know these are undead.
Yeah, you do.
Maybe we can find something to take them, but we will have to return to this, and they will have to be destroyed if you are to reclaim your lost. Did
you just say those shadows fall under undead?
Yes, shadows fall under undead.
Wow.
It's not. I relate to the party that I do have a disrupt undead spell. It's not that. It's a cantrip. It's not that fantastic. I don't know if I want to run in there, balls to the wall.
I fear we may need to return here when we have grown somewhat in strength. If I learn a little bit more and practice what I have been doing, maybe I can work towards doing greater damage to an undead or being able to disperse them entirely. But at the moment, at this point, my magics cannot do it. I am sorry.
I think our best bet is to continue on. We still have the King of the Morlocks that we need to deal with. Kingsman, I'm sorry.
Well, as we overheard, maybe the King of Morlocks can help us. Now we've dispatched the river drake. Maybe they know another way around this thing, or a way to combat it, potentially.
If it's not working for it, then maybe it wants release from its servitude. We'll see.
Let's go and deal with these little things.
All right.
I agree. Let's do all these things that we can get payback on. I
Yes.
still feel quite weak.
Okay, so you make your way from this room back to where you fought the Morlock scavengers. And then there was the door at the end of the corridor. So there was all the bedrooms off to left and right, or sorry, north and south. And then there was the door at the end of the corridor. So you haven't been that way. You think that leads in the direction of where the Morlock King is. So who's taking the lead?
Me.
Our faithful door opener.
Yep, I got it.
So
I cautiously open the door and peek inside.
Okie dokie. You open the door and let me just turn those on. You open the door onto a small office-looking room. Let's just get the description up.
I place my hand on Lex's shoulder and cast guidance.
Thank you.
Right.
It's a +1 to your attack saves, whatever you need.
Nice.
Okay, so a desk with a chair sits in the middle of this room, while 3 empty picture frames hang on the walls. 2 doors lead from this room. So there's one south, so there. Okay, and one at the north there. In front of each of those doors, as you can see, is stood a Morlock. These Morlocks are a little bit bigger, a little bit more bulky than the ones you fought previously. They're clearly on guard and alert. And you can see on the surface of the desk lies the remains of some clockwork device. It's inside, jeweled insides, I might add, are laid all over the tabletop. As soon as you open that door, those Morlocks jump to attention, eyeing you suspiciously as they tap their clubs in their hands.
Well,
what action do you want to take?
Lex just wants to go. She eyes the Morlocks in each corner of the room, looking at the one to the north, and she grins and goes in for an attack.
Nice.
Okay. Roll initiative for me then, please.
17,
19.
The rest of you can roll initiative as well, please.
That's better.
Oh wait, I have to add my. Haha. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yes.
Okay. Is that everybody done?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, you speedy bunch are going first. Everybody above 20. Okay, so Lex, you're up first, and then quickly followed by Aramil.
All right, Lex. Rushes in. Not really rushes. She slides into the room, preparing out her elven curved blade, and leaps over to Morlock number 1, raising her blade and slicing across his chest.
Nice. Roll to hit for me, please.
That is gonna not hit at all. That is a 7. I'm gonna spend a hero. I'm gonna spend a hero point and reroll.
Okay.
Much better. 19 plus 9.
19 plus 9. That's 28. That is a crit against
Yes.
this. And it is flat-footed for you, so you get your precision damage as well, your sneak attack damage.
Nice.
Which is also critted.
Oh,
So, all right.
So bye Morlock.
That's a 5 plus 4 for 9. Right. And then how many times do I roll? How much do I add? There's so many numbers. What do I do?
So you roll sneak attack damage.
Oh, then I roll sneak attack damage. Okay. Maybe I'll just do this on the let me do this on the app. It makes it so much easier. And then roll a d8. Oh, I just got a 1 on my sneak attack damage.
Okay, so that's 10. So that's
yeah.
20, and then plus your dex bonus to your damage.
My
So
dex
you're using a
bonus?
finesse- Yeah, you're using a finesse weapon, wouldn't you?
My dex bonus is a plus 4.
Okay, so that's 24 points of damage you did with that strike.
Damn, Gina.
You have one action left if you'd like to do a follow-up
Oh.
attack.
Yeah, totally. What's the negative on that? Oh, that doesn't hit. It was a 15, so it
Okay.
won't hit.
Okay. So the creature is horribly wounded as you slice into its midriff.
Yes.
It has absolutely no armor. Was not expecting such a swift move as you slid across the table, swinging at the same time. It's not dead, but it does drop to one knee.
Nice.
Aramil, you're up next.
Hearing all the commotion, I scream, "Lex, I'm coming!" And I barrel through the door, leap off this table onto the Morlock with my shield, kind of like trying to crush it, and with
Okay.
my spear coming around the other side to drive it
for it.
home, hopefully.
Okay.
got this image of green cloaks flapping through the spear.
12 and 5 with the spear is 17 for the spear.
That is
attack.
just what you needed to hit.
Yeah.
Roll your damage.
5.
Okay, so that's you managed to get you didn't pin it, but you certainly sliced through its rib cage. So it's got a nasty gash to go with the slash through its belly. It's not dead. It is very, very injured. You have one action left.
I'm gonna pull the spear out and drive it home again.
Okay.
What's my minus on that attack?
What's your normal plus?
Plus 5.
So it'd be a flat roll.
3.
Is it a 1?
3.
Okay, all right. As long as it's not a 1, that's fine.
No.
Okay, well, you pull the spear back and thrust forward again, but it manages to wriggle out of the way. Remember what description I gave these creatures last time is they're constantly moving. They're a flurry of limbs and they're sort of almost like dance that they perform in battle. Caramel, that was your go, Darred.
I'm gonna. Wrong one. Where's Albert? I'll plow in and introduce this one to my axe.
Okay, go for it.
My new shiny axe.
Hello, Morlock. Meat axe.
For a 26.
26 hits. Not quite enough to do a crit.
Oh, never mind. That is 12 damage.
12 points of damage. Yeah, that was a meaty blow. Still standing though, and looking angrily in your eyes.
Have I got enough for another attack?
You have, yeah.
I will go for another attack. 15. I don't, because it's -5, isn't it?
It's -5, yeah. So whatever your normal attack bonus is, take 5 off of it.
Yeah, 15. Rolled a
Okay.
13, normally +7.
Right, fine. Yeah, so that's 15 in total, but that's a miss. I have an armor class of 17 for reference. Okay, so that's your go over, and then bring up the rear for the party is Kingsman.
Okay, so I will step up into the doorway.
Yeah.
And I can see what's going on. I will use telekinetic projectile. So there is that chair, the office chair.
Yes.
So I will just and throw it to the one that's in front of Morlock. I'll use the chair as a projectile.
Yep.
So that is a 21 to hit.
That is a hit.
And that is 1d6 plus 3. That's 4 points of damage as it gets hit by the comfy chair.
Which one was you doing, the north or the south one? Sorry.
The south one.
South one. Okay, yeah. So as it stood staring deep into Darred's eyes with an angry sort of expression upon its face, it suddenly gets hit in the side of the head by this chair and staggers to the side, one hand on the wall. It straightens itself up and sees you standing there in the doorway, Kingsman. Clearly the spellcaster. It's their go. The one to the north manages to squeeze out from underneath your shield, Aramil. But it's not intent on you, it's intent on the rogue that did such hefty damage at the start of the rounds. So it's going to attack you with the club, Lex. That is a natural 20.
Oh!
That's going to hurt.
I'm going to draw a card.
Okay.
Okay, so off balance. It does normal damage. The target triggers reactions if it is just... Let's say used a move action. It's also flat-footed until the end of its next turn. Okay, so it puts you completely off balance, Lex. This sort of stunning blow to the temple that you've taken from this club. So you are dazed until the end of your next turn. So you take 7 points of damage from the club. Seeing that it's managed to daze you, it is going to follow up with a jaw attack. It goes for a bite into the top of your arm. It has these horrible looking fangs.
Gross.
We're gonna have to file those down.
22 to hit.
That's a what?
A 22 to hit.
That hits. Cool.
You are flat-footed, so it gets its sneak attack damage against you.
Yay.
That's 10 points of damage.
Oh. Ouch.
And with that stunning blow to your temple and the bite on your arm, it then tries to squeeze its way around this corner and move behind you out of the doorway. So it's going to try and make a bolt for the corridor. It gets that far. I don't believe any of you have attacks of opportunity because you're not fighters.
No.
Kingsman wouldn't get an opportunity attack for
that? No, because you're not a fighter. It's only fighters that get attacks of opportunity this early in the game. Okay, so it's making a run. It hasn't got very far. It did quite a bit of damage to Lex, which it's pleased about, but it's leaving its friend to its fate. Its friend is going to square off against Darrad and just go for a flurry of club blows, 3 in total.
Bring it on.
So the first one is 17. The second one is 15, and the last one is a natural 1 as its club slips from its hand and falls to the floor. Does a 17 hits?
17 just hits.
Okay, so you take 9 points of damage from that club blow. The club that flies out of his hand falls behind you, Darrad, somewhere between you and Kingsman. So it's currently unarmed at the top of the round. Lex, you're first.
Oh, gosh. Lex, am I still dazed?
You are dazed until the end of your turn. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
You can still act, but you are.
Yeah.
You're dazed.
Lex shakily kind of gets up, looks around, kind of unsure of what's going on. She just sees one Morlock in the corner and not even clocking if it's the same one she attacked. She raises her crossbow and aims a bolt right at the one in the south corner. That does not hit.
-1 to this roll.
That's fine. It does not hit at all. She just looks, the bolt just kind of veers wide off. It somehow curves around and ends up on the wall behind her. It wasn't a 1, but it was a 5 or it was like a 5 that I rolled. So
okay,
it was bad.
You can have another shot if you wish, or you can just try.
We'll try again. It's fine. We're good.
That's reference. That's what the creature looks like that you're fighting.
Yes, that is much better. That is a 24 minus whatever I minus things.
24 hits.
Yeah. So okay, cool. And that we're going to roll a 1d8, and it hits for 5. 5.
Okay, so Darrad, you see this crossbow bolt fly from the north side of the room. It hits the creature in the shoulder, and blood starts pouring down its arm. It looks down at surprise and then looks up and sees Lex smiling at it from across the room. It's still looking healthier than the one that left the room, but it's getting there. Aramil, you're up.
I turn around since that one guy bolted, jumping back on this table, and I'll leap back off the table back onto this guy with the same attack with the shield in his face, and coming around with the spear.
Go for it.
With the other hand. So 14 plus 5 is 19.
19 hits. Roll your damage.
Is 1d6 and a whopping 1.
Okay, you can make another attack if you wish.
I take the spear out and I jam it in again.
So flat roll.
19.
Hit. Roll your damage.
4.
Okay, it's still alive, but that's
Damn him.
that was a meaty blow. You did manage to find some flesh in the top of the leg, in the thigh. It's bleeding profusely from a few wounds now. It is looking extremely injured. As Darren, we come to you.
This thing hit me previous round, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. So the Retribution Axe now taking on the features. Smalllock. So if you hit, you'll do 2 additional damage.
All right, 23 to hit.
23 hits. Roll your damage. That's D12.
11, 13, 15 damage.
How do you want to do it?
Yes.
Literally, it's just a case of bring it down and straight through the middle of it.
Okay. We're blown with that ferocity, backed up by this new Retribution Axe that you're wielding with such proficiency. You bring the axe down on top of his skull, and it goes all the way through to the chest as you kick the remnants of the body off the end of the blade. It falls to the floor, dead.
Nice.
You have 2 actions left, and you know that one has run from the room. But it's up to you.
Can I see it?
You can't see it from where you are now, but if you were to move, you could.
The problem is, if I move, that costs an action, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
I'll move after it, and I'll take an attack on it if I can.
Yeah, okay. This would be with a
flat roll, isn't it?
It's a flat roll, so it's -5 what you normally get.
So so I still get +2 on it.
Yeah.
So that is a 19, 21.
21 hits. Roll your damage. So you don't get the +2
I don't get my extra +2. No. 11 points of damage though.
How do you want to do this one?
Yes.
As it sort of charge around the corner, as it's running away. Fuck off! Right in the back of the skull. And I'll full on skull split it.
Okay, you do exactly that, and it falls to the floor dead, bleeding out in a pool of blood. You clean the axe off slowly and then return to the room with the rest of your party. Well done. That was an extremely brutal fight. I thought you were going to parlay.
So did I.
Completely took me by surprise when Lex goes, I'm going to run in there and be like,
yeah.
Well done. They're not easy creatures to fight. They're pretty hard. You made easy work.
That was 9 damage. That was quite a chunky
one
hard. Hit.
No. I am down to 5 hit points. Just saying. If anyone,
you're on 5.
Yeah, I'm at 5. If anyone,
is anyone else wounded?
Not me.
I'm down by half. Yeah.
Right. I'll help Lex up and sort of just concentrate for a minute, and then literally a blossom of arcane energy booms out from me as everyone is healed.
Okay, don't forget that you've got treat wounds, okay, as well. So that would give you, if you pass.
I can do that on both of them, can't I?
Yes, because they've taken wounds, so you can treat those wounds.
Can I do that first then, or
yes?
Yeah, I've got a roll for that, haven't I?
Medicine DC 15.
So I've rolled a 21.
Okay, so if you get over 25, you would do extra, but other than that, it's 2d8. Yeah.
Okay, so Lex, you get 9 points of damage, 9 points of healing.
Yay!
Yeah, so
good. I'm up to 14.
Lex took 2 wounds, so you can do this twice.
Okay, so that is a 17.
Yeah, so another 2d8.
And 14 health.
Oh!
Double 7s.
Well, okay, cool. Then I am fully healed, so thank you.
Kingsman?
Kingsman has only got... Kingsman's been treated by Aramil.
Oh, Kingsman's been treated?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Yeah. I'll put that natural 20
Did you roll the... because you rolled your medicine check, did you roll the 2d8 for giving him some health back? Mike, do you remember? I don't think you did, so roll 2d8, Mike.
No, I did not. Not yet. 6 and 1, 7.
7. So you get 7 back, Kingsman.
Thank you.
And how much more does he need? Because I can still cast heal.
I'm only 3 off, so I'm good.
Yeah, save spells.
Okay, so there is 2 doors. One in the northwest wall, one in the southwest wall. Which way do you wish to head? Or strewn across the top of the table was some jeweled clockwork pieces that have been taken out of this thing that was on the table.
Yeah, Lex wants to go and examine that.
Okay, make me I think it's craft check. Crafting.
Yeah, 3. She doesn't know shit.
Okay.
She just looks at it and she's like,
you forgot it all.
They look pretty. There's some real pretty shinies on this table.
I'll go and have a look and check it out and see if I can determine anything.
Okay, run me a crafting check, please. Crafting.
Crafting. Oh, that's a +0.
Ooh, me too. I got a +7 on that shit.
I will guide myself. And with Lex be like, yeah, that's pretty shiny shit right there for an actual fucking 1.
Ooh, I just rolled a 19 and 7, that's 26. I'm looking at it too. Man, this shit is real shiny.
I'll start mansplaining. That bit right there, that's metal. Right? That bit.
So with some time, Aramil, you believe you could reassemble this clock that has been horribly ripped apart by these creatures. It would be a very ornate clock. You think it'd be worth around 120 gold pieces, fully assembled, but it would take some time, and obviously not doing it in the middle of a dungeon. You can take all of the pieces,
take all the parts and throw it in the bag,
and then you can reassemble that when you have some time and space.
So shiny.
Quite a horrific thing, actually. Just putting the clock pieces into a bag, and then every camp going, right, where shall I go now?
Okay, so northwest or southwest door?
I've made the last few decisions. Someone else can.
Obviously, we can see the map overview there. Can we work out
metagaming
within our mind?
I have no problem with you telling me you want to head northwest, because that's clearly where it's going to go.
I was like, is this my other Pathfinder game? Are we going to metagame for 2 hours?
It's fine. You believe heading northwest will take you.
That's what I'm saying. Is it a case of we're aware of, as like we've moved back on ourselves, sort of thing, so we can roughly work out if we went that way, we're getting to where they snuck off to in the little crack.
Yes. You believe that is the correct direction to go.
So I'd say, head to the north door.
Okay, so who's taking point, please?
Not me. I'm done. Lex just kind of. I'm gonna hang out here.
I'll the retribution axe. I think you should go first.
I'll take the door. I'll go through the door.
Okay, so you open the door.
Is it open?
Yes, it's open and it swings inwards.
Okay,
so the north and south walls of this hall have been decorated with a bewildering array of timbers, metal parts, gears, bits of broken weapons, and general trash.
I don't like this.
There is a door that leads out of this room on the opposite side in the north wall.
Having a quick glance around, you said it's been decorated with all sorts of knickknacks.
Make me a perception check, please.
Rachel, oh god.
So I'm looking for hurty things. 18, 25.
Your spidey sense, for want of a better description, goes off as soon as you step foot in this room, and well done for doing that, because you notice across the floor very, very thin tripwires, 4 of them in total between here and the door on the opposite side of the room. You believe you can make your way across, easily stepping over them now you've spotted them, but they are extremely hard to spot. They are in fact made from Morlock hair.
Christ.
If only we had someone who was really proficient in traps and disarming them.
Get your ass up it.
All right.
I think they're calling
if I could play like gifts in a dungeon, I'd put that Leonardo DiCaprio one up and go.
All right, Lex sneaks over. She kind of cracks her hands like that, feeling that she is finally in her element. And I've got this really great trap finder feat that I haven't gotten to use yet.
Okay,
So,
go for it.
As she's coming through, and I'll whisper, "I may protect you," and I'll do guidance on you, so you get +1.
all
now,
right,
if I cast guidance on her, is that a +2?
No, you know, be affected by one spell.
Bloody annoying, isn't it?
all right. I get a circumstance bonus against traps, increase +2, and I gain a +1 on perception. Okay. Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna roll thievery to disable some traps.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. That is not a thing on my list.
Okay, then it'll be thievery.
Cool.
Total. I'm mixing game systems.
Yeah. Total of 25.
25. Okay, so you disable the first one. This tripwire, triggers a mechanism that's hidden behind all the crap that's on the wall, and would actually shoot spikes, about 8-inch long spikes, across the room. So if you was walking across the room, hit the tripwire, basically our ballista type thing would trigger on the wall and then shoot a spike across the other side. So that's one that you've done, one that you've disabled. There's nothing to recover. It's not a trap that you can recover and keep and then set somewhere else. It's just this huge mechanism that shoots spikes across the room.
Nice. All right.
There are 4 in total to disable.
Okay. Can I just roll sequential?
Yeah.
All right. That's a natural 1.
Oh no.
Okay.
Have you got hero point? Hero point.
Yes. Oh, hero point. Okay. Much better. Much better. That is a 17.
Okay. You can't disable this one.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
You don't trigger it, but you can't disable it. So you know where the tripwire is, so you can step over that one and move on to the next one.
Can we make a mark on the floor so we know where to trip over, so the others know where to step over?
Don't walk there.
Mainly the short fellow in his skirt.
Yeah, stay away from that area. All right. Third one.
Overcoat. It's not a skirt.
Is 18.
That is just pass. So you've managed to disable the third one, and now the fourth one.
Now for the fourth.
Very
one.
stylish.
Oh, not 20. Plus,
Nice.
yeah.
Well done. You managed to disable 3. 1 is still active. So you're just pointing that out for each other.
Yeah.
You can step over it easily.
Yay! I did a thing.
What are we doing? Thievery to disarm?
Yeah.
And that's if anybody can try, right? I guess.
You have to have thieves' tools. So
Yeah.
I have well, I don't know if I have tools. I mean, thievery is in my skill list.
Yeah. But you'd need the thieves' tools, so unless that's written on your equipment.
Okay, I'll check.
It's easily passed now anyway. The danger is in walking in the room and setting it off when you don't know it's there. Okay, so you reach the door in the north wall. Who's opening it? Now, just remember, Lex, that you could not understand the language that was being spoken in the room, but Kingsman seemed to be able to.
Yeah, I can go there.
Get Kingsman forward.
Yeah, Kingsman, if you wanted to try to talk with them, you're welcome to, but I think my blade has their names on it if things go south.
Okay, so we're going to bargain until...
Do we have to roll anything to step over this wire?
No, Steve's shaking his head no.
No, sorry, no.
We're going to be nice until it's time to not be nice. Is that what we're saying?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Then I'll go ahead. I'll open the door and I'll step straight in.
Okay, so the creature is still chattering away to its servant, and it is a couple of seconds before he notices that you've entered into the room. For you to come before the Wizard King.
It is I. I am Professor Kingsman.
How did you get past my guards?
We have dispatched your guards on a different mission.
I thought you was going to tell me you killed them. I'd be less than pleased if you'd said that, but if you've dispatched them somewhere else, I shall just have to talk to them about following orders aren't mine.
Yes.
hastily wipe the blood off my axe.
Yeah.
I follow suit.
What are you doing here?
We were sent here by potentially a mutual friend from up top, the lighthouse.
You are Ghost Queen, are we?
Something along those lines, yes. We are here in seek of your knowledge and assistance, your great knowledge and assistance, if you can.
And as you say those words, this creature that sat upon the throne puffs up, the chest comes out. The feathers would ruffle if it was a peacock. You've said the right thing there. Get a hero point.
Oh, well, good.
There you go.
Yeah.
The creature that sat upon the throne, I've put the picture up, is called Grulgust. And he introduced himself now as Grulgust.
I am the king of the Morlocks, and we serve the Ghost Queen in everything we do. If you have been sent down here, then clearly she has sent you great heroes to do our bidding. There is something that's been worrying our clan. A river drake sits out there on the beach and prevents us from bringing the supplies we need to do her bidding.
Well, maybe we can help each other out. You see, we were sent down here to dispatch the river drake. Now, we also have run into a bit of a confrontation with a shadow. Have you seen the shadow?
She does the Ghost Queen's bidding, and we do not travel north in this area. We stay to the south. Yes, the south is ours, and the north is for the haunts and the ghosts. We don't go near that creature. She is dangerous.
Well, exactly. Now, the danger aspect is something that's run amok at the moment, and we've been sent down here to dispatch this shadow. But it is quite powerful. Now, I wonder, is someone of your stature, do you know a way to defeat the shadows? And maybe we can come... No, okay then. That's a bit of a dead end. So I was going to say, if you did, then we could dispatch the river drake for you.
Well, why do you want to get beyond where the Ghost Queen's servant lives?
Because she has turned her back on the Queen.
I know nothing of this. I've not been told.
No,
where did you come by this news?
The Queen herself.
Just as a quick point, are they talking common, or is it just a case of he's walked in and started talking Gaelic?
All you can hear is...
I'm holding my hand behind my back, and every now and then I go, yeah, it's like it's working, and then I go, oh, no. Oh, that one didn't work. That one didn't work. That one didn't work.
Slowly pulls out her blade.
I want to slowly move round Kingsman because I want to scope the room to see if there's any other threats in here.
So, as you can see,
well, there's one other Morlock in here.
I will ask my companions to spread out so you can see them in all their stature.
Well, they are impressive. Impressive indeed, but are you impressive enough to take down the River Drake? I feel like you should be proving your value to me, and then maybe I will be able to furnish you with other ways down inside the dungeon. There are many secrets on this level, ones that would avoid the servant of which you speak.
That exactly the kind of information and help and advice that the Great Queen said you would provide us. That is.
If you would kill President Lakesh for us, then I will gladly give you a tour of my kingdom. We have some toys that I would like to show you, and we have some very, very healthy souls which we are going to sacrifice to the Ghost Queen herself to get her favor. But if you could take care of the River Drake, then that would be to our benefit. We'd be very grateful.
Have you captured so far?
But we caught 4, and one we have already sacrificed. So there are 3 healthy beings, which we will sacrifice in the coming weeks.
Good to know. Good to know. Okay. Then. How would you like us to dispatch the river drake? Shall we just chase it out of the water? Would you like?
No,
to head
I
out
wish you
the
to kill it.
throne?
You must kill it so it's dead, and you must bring me its head. Okay. I've said it in rhyme, so you remember. I want you to kill it so it's dead and bring me its head.
Okay. Well, we've actually done one better than that, just to show you how good we really are. If you send your Morlock friend down the tunnel that's over there, see that little crack? If you go to that crack in the wall, send your little Morlock friend. By the end of the crack, you will find the dead river drake. We have already dispatched it for you, but we did not cut off its head. However, my trusty colleague here, Darrad, he will kindly cut off the head if that's what is required.
Yes, send him. And it signals to the Morlock servant, and clearly Darrad's not going through the tunnel. So the Morlock servant and Darrad can go all a long way around back to the beach, and Darrad can cut the head off and then come back with the head.
Or could I just butcher the Morlock?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, you just killed the Morlock?
That's entirely up to you.
Well, obviously, I don't know what the fuck's going on right now because he just
turn around and translate to one. Right. So potentially negotiate a deal. What our little Gulgast friend is saying is that he has potential knowledge of different ways around the dungeon down here, or further down, which may prove to be quite amicable for all of us. Now, what we need to do is bring back that river drake's head.
Passing the Major Domo isn't going to help us get your shadow back.
No, I know, but needs must.
I think we need to keep this Grolgust as an ally for certain. So let's get the head and bring it back and see what else.
You want me to go and get this thing's head?
Yes, let's get the head.
This is a lot of discussion. Is there a problem?
I'll walk out and I'll go and get this fucking head.
You know, there are many levels below this one. I can reveal their secrets if that is what you wish. But you must first be worth to me.
I'll head back.
I'm going to go with them, just make sure nothing goes awry.
Okay. So Darrad and Aramil, you leave the room with the Morlock. Lex, Kingsman. You're there with Gulgust, and when they've left, Gulgust cries out, Grothlat. And from the south end, a crack where the water's running from, another creature appears. And this is the most horrific thing that you have seen. Let me just put that on the map. And then
what the fuck?
I will put that on the screen.
Oh,
there.
God!
No, what the
No!
This creature comes into the room, and it's sort of moaning in this sort of constant low drone that just tingles at the back of your head and causes this nervous uneasiness constantly whenever it's in the room. This is Grothlat. This is my pet. I like to keep it around. It's we found it downstairs. They do all sorts of experiments down in the lower levels of the dungeon. This was a Morlock once, believe it or not, a treasured servant of mine, which is why I keep it around. But the experiments that the creatures down there performed on it transformed it into what you see today. Horrible, isn't it?
Lex just looks and just kind of steps back from it. Not in fear, just in outright disgust.
Yeah, it is something that provokes disgust.
It's probably really stinky, too.
Yeah.
And you say that was once a Morlock?
Yes. They do all sorts of things downstairs, and, well, we should talk no longer. That's things we can share after I know you're trustworthy. So with that, Darrad, Aramil, and the other Morlock return, I assume you are carrying the head of the River Drake, Darrad. You can enter the room and explain what you want to do.
If we come back, I'll basically put the head, throw the head to the floor.
Okay.
See, there you go. My champion here has delivered the head.
I am impressed. I really didn't think you were telling me the truth. I hereby declare you lackeys of the Ghost Queen. True heroes. That is a title that has not been worn for many, many generations. I would like to show you my kingdom, if you are interested.
Yes.
I will take you to the sacrifices that we have captured, and so you can feast your eyes upon their healthiness and their worthiness, the strength of their souls that we sacrifice in her name. Please follow me. And he jumps down from the throne. He's only slightly taller than Kingsman. He's not a particularly grand specimen of a Morlock. He's not got the physical size of his servant, for example, and he's actually dwarfed entirely by Grothlot, who's probably about 6 or 7 foot tall at full height, a massive bulk of a creature. He leads the way back through the chambers that you've just come from. He looks impressed that most of the traps have been disabled. Sees that one hasn't, steps definitely over the tripwire, and then steps across and disables that final trap so that Grothlot can follow. The entourage, you and the Morlock and Grothlot, travel through the area. So if you want to look at the map, you go back through a room where you killed the guards.
Does he notice the bodies?
Yeah.
Yes, he notices the bodies. He looks somewhat perturbed by this. Not angry, not disappointed, perturbed. Specifically perturbed. That you are perhaps more dangerous than he thought. You go back through where you killed the Morlock scavengers, so another 4 bodies laying dead upon the floor. And he looks even more perturbed. You see sweat breaking out on his brow. But he continues onwards and goes through the double doors out into the corridor, which I believe is where Lex and Aramil came through. If you remember, you went through the secret door from where the chairs were, and you went out into the big long corridor. He leads you through there. Let's just turn that off. And then, why is that not disappearing? There we go. And then straight across that corridor to a single door right at the south end on the east wall. And he leads you into that room. It's a sort of a C-shaped room, and I will just get the description up.
Excuse me.
Okay, so with me for 1 second. So this long room smells of rust and grime. There are stacks of splintered furniture, pieces of weapons and armor, frayed coils of rope, jagged shards of metal, and other bits of trash which lie in heaps along the walls of the room. A cold, unlit forge sits in an alcove to the west, and to the north, several heavy timbers are wedged up against the door to keep it shut. As you enter with Gorgust, the Morlock servant, and Grothlot, you are joined also by 2 other Morlock creatures. These are Morlock engineers, and they have been tampering with the various bits of metal and devices. You get the impression that Morlocks like to tamper with things. They like to take things apart, understand, and put them back together. They are inquisitive creatures.
Nosy bastards, are
they are nosy bastards. These are the Morlock engineers.
They look
so
cool.
they are very cool looking, actually. And two of those creatures are in the room. They look up as their king enters and immediately sort of bow down in obeisance. This is the extent of our kingdom, and just ahead there, captured behind the door, are our sacrifices. And it gestures towards the engineers. Quickly, open the door. Our guests here, these lackeys of the Ghost Queen, wish to feast their eyes upon the sacrifices. And they move north towards the door, and they begin to move those boards away. Are you approaching the area?
Lex is really feeling fishy about all of this. She just doesn't trust what's going on here. She suspects that they might have been found out, and they might be being led to the sacrifice room to become sacrifices. So,
I second that notion.
Yeah, Lex kind of cautiously looks around the room.
Are you going to stay down the south end, are you?
Yeah.
So as one of the Morlock engineers opens that door to the north, you'll catch the sort of the groaning and croaky coming from that room.
I'm going to step up.
Okay.
Yeah, you're a fearless leader who talks to these freaks.
Let's see what state these sacrifices are in, shall we? Let's have a closer look.
Yes, that's. Please go and feast your eyes upon these worthy sacrifices. They are very, very worthy. They will do great honor to the Ghost
Now
Queen.
it's a party.
Yeah.
Where's Jared? Jared, where are you?
Please. Yeah. And it's gesturing you all the time, Aramil and Lex. Please. Go and look. Go and look.
Lex, what do you want to do?
I just want to roll a perception check to see if there's anything in this room that I can use as defense if all these creatures decide to attack us at once. If there's any sort of weapon in here or any secret door. Actually, no. Lex is gonna look for signs of a secret door.
Okay.
Just gotta. No, that was where's my perception? Maths, it's right there. You're so high. Why? Oh, that was only a 15.
There's no secret doors. There is a door there.
Yeah.
You said.
All right.
Does Pathfinder use insight like D&D?
It would be more perception. You don't speak the language, so it's a bit difficult for you to understand his intent. So Lex, as you move up north there to that door, August suddenly cries out, "Now!" And the engineer that stood by the door pulls a lever that you hadn't noticed on the wall.
Shit.
And you hear the distinctive mechanism of a trap firing. And we will end the session as one of the traps that you disabled in the other room fires from this northern wall. And we're going to move into next session rolling to hits on Kingsman, Lex, and Aramil as these spikes fly forward. Now, it will also hit Groffler as well, but that's just an unfortunate coincidence. So, yes, you were correct.
That's a good thing.
The Wizard King has betrayed you, but this is going to be a tough fight, which is why you will go up to level 3 at the end of this session.
Yay! Oh.
But
Wow.
will we get any bonuses of level 3 for next second?
Yes. You're not going to be on maximum hit points, so if you are injured, you'll go up by your hit point maximum, but you're not going to be on maximum hit points. But you will benefit from whatever you gain for going up a level. We won't do any training time, downtime scenarios or anything like that. Okay. That was good. There was some good fights there. That was you took down them Morlocks pretty quick. You took that. To be fair, Kingsman's attacks on Fresnel Cash as well was pretty good. I thought that was going to be a tougher fight.
Yeah, that
right.
maxed me out as well. That was hard.
Yes,
Well, that was rough.
Did you say
Yeah.
it tapped you out?
What was that?
So did you say that's tapped you out of spells?
Yeah, I'm pretty much tapped. I've got one more cantrip in me, and then I've got the wands as well. But I've got one spell left.
Okay, so you will need the level for next week.
Yeah.
That's for certain.
Yep.
Enfeebled, so enfeebled condition for Kingsman isn't as bad as it would be for other people because it is generally focused on strength-based stuff, which he don't use for his attacks and that. But you've still got that, and you will carry that forward until you either defeat your shadow or magically gain it back. So we will finish the session there. I will just quickly do our foreshadowing, and then we'll wrap up.
Cool.
So, our scene cuts to a wisp of green energy, weak, forgotten, and ancient. It travels along a stone corridor before heading down a secret stairway deeper into the dungeon. Its passage accelerates, heading ever downwards, deeper and deeper, until it enters a cavern filled with water. Breaking the surface of this water, at the centre of this chamber is a small islet covered with pale green mushrooms and mould. Lying within this field is a skeleton of a human. It's dressed in the remnants of leather armour, and it clutches a rapier in its right hand. Our scene settles, and for a few moments we look down in peace upon this creature's final resting place. The water lapping the islets, giving a peaceful lie to the creature's end. You can clearly see from the damage to the leather armour that it wears that this was not a peaceful ending. Suddenly, the creature sits up, but not in its skeletal form. A ghostly apparition rises from it instead, one that glows with a pale green illuminescence. The features that it wears are somewhat familiar, from an earlier haunting that you witnessed at the base of the Gauntlet Tower. You recognise this apparition as Otari Vishtari, and clearly his end was not seen in that chamber below the Gauntlet. No, he somehow made his way lower into the dungeon, many, many levels lower, obviously trying to escape his fate. As this vision fades, you hear on the wind the ghost of Otari say, "Find me."